Hi, everyone. Happy Friday once again, and welcome back to NALO's Thrift Talk. I'm Lola,
And I'm Nay.
and this week we have a very special guest.
Hi, I'm Mindy.
And if you're new to the show, this is a weekly live YouTube show that's all about thrifting and flipping, reselling on platforms like eBay and Poshmark, but also using thrifting and secondhand shopping to create a more sustainable and environmentally friendly life. Anything to add to that, Nay?
No, I think that's a perfect summary. And Mindy is a perfect guest because she fits right into, she owns a thrift. Well, she's a manager for thrift store. She is all about sustainability and recycling and upcycling and charity work. So she kind of encompasses everything that we talk about. So
Totally. Anything you want to add, Mindy, to that brief intro? And we'll get back to a more in-depth one in a little bit. But
Yeah, definitely. Thanks for having me. I'm honored to be a guest on your show today. Like you said, you hit it on the head. I'm really into reduce, reuse, recycle, upcycle. So we do it all in this store, and we give back to local charities. That's a big deal here, is to keep everything local. So that is one of our main focuses.
that's awesome. That is everything we love. So we're totally on the same page.
yes.
And as always, we have a few weekly segments. So we'll be doing those today along with Mindy.
Yes. So our first segment is what thrifted items are Nay and Lola and Mindy this week wearing. So Mindy, do you want to talk about it first since you are the guest of honor?
Sure. I'm wearing this awesome sweater that I thrifted right here at Helping Hands. And I'll see, I don't know if I can show you, but it has pockets.
Ooh, I love
I'm
it.
big on pockets. And this has two front pockets. So I can wear it with leggings or a skirt, and I can still keep my mask and my phone in there. My jeans are thrifted as well. I got those from here, but you can't see those now. Maybe later when we're walking around. The hat is not thrifted, but it was locally made by a friend of mine. I think we're going to talk about him now or later.
We can bring him up right now.
All right, cool.
Bring it up right now.
Flying Kangaroo is my good buddy. That's his Instagram there. His name's Michael Baker, and he lives right in the neighborhood. I can see his apartment from the front of my store, which is great. He's right here in the neighborhood, and I have bought way too many hats from him. But this one is by far my favorite because it matches my hair.
Very cute. I love it. And he has some awesome hats. So if you are interested, I love the chili peppers. That's so cool.
Oh,
so,
yeah, that one's fun. And many of his hats are made from upcycled materials as well.
Okay.
So.
Very cool. So in a way, it's thrifted. It's just
in a way it is thrifted, right? Yeah.
So cool. So it's Michael Baker, and you can see him. That's his Instagram. So.
Yep, please go follow him on Instagram and send him messages and get your custom hat orders going.
I am following him right now.
And masks, apparently. He makes masks now too, which is great.
Very cool.
Heather says Mindy is rocking Nadine's braids.
Oh, yeah. I usually wear braids.
Are you a braid girl?
I love braids. I wear them a lot. I don't have them in today, which is kind of odd because it's like my easy go-to hairstyle because my hair never knows what's right. And I haven't had it cut since like last March because of the pandemic. So braids are so easy.
One of the last days I'll be able to rock these. I'm chopping it on Sunday.
Oh, that's fun.
Very excited, a little nervous. I don't know if I'm more nervous about being on the show today or chopping my hair off on Sunday.
Well, we're very low pressure, so just be yourself.
Yeah, I think I'm more nervous about the hair.
Okay.
You can show that actually because I'll show you. So my mannequin behind me is wearing, this is the purse that she's wearing. So it is a vintage, I have it up on Depop. It is a vintage Barbara Boland Italy bag that I got in a lot from Shop Goodwill. So I'll show you what the inside label looks like. It's there it is. So you can tell that's a good quality bag, a nice vintage bag that says so. Yeah, so I am wearing I have on a vintage 80s, a crazy silk top. And the reason I love it is because I am very into giraffes. If anyone knows me, knows that. And it's got giraffes on it. So let's see the
Okay.
So cute.
and it has the brand is it's like some off-brand but it's made in Korea. It's 100% silk, and it has shoulder pads, which are driving me a little crazy right now because I feel so boxy. But it's a size large, but it's like that huge oversized fit, so it's like giant. You know how 80s styles were. So that is my top, and then
I'm loving that top.
is wearing that purse that I talked about, and this is a Kurna Zabet dress. It's a Kurna Zabet for Target though. So, but I am selling it, but it's a beautiful dress. And it was one of the more obscure lines that collabs that Target did. It didn't take off that much, but I do love Kurna Zabet's design. So it is.
When was that collab? I don't think I remember.
It was, I don't know the year. I'll have to get back to you on that, but I know it was some years ago, probably like early 2000s or.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's been a while since that collab took off, but
Love it.
yeah. So
and I am wearing pretty simple. One of my favorite shirts that I bought on Poshmark. And it kind of reminds me of like an upcycled men's shirt. Like you could take a men's button-down shirt and kind of like redo it a little bit, but it's actually made this way. This is a Stephen Allen shirt, and I got it for a steal on Poshmark. And I pull it out every fall and winter, and it's just a wardrobe staple. So, and I realized I don't think I've worn it on the show. I was trying to remember if I had, but I might need to start doing like a list of what I've worn and what I haven't. I feel like at a certain point I just start repeating outfits, but
yes. But I don't know if you've worn that before, so I don't remember.
You said you don't think anyway. I love this brand, so if anyone is looking for a nice staple brand, it's like expensive new, but doesn't actually have that great resale value. So one of the best things about brands like that is when you like them for yourself, you don't feel guilty keeping them when you come across them at the thrift store.
And blue plaid is a great staple, especially for this year.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm seeing a lot of it. Yeah.
I have quite the button-up plaid shirt collection at this point in my closet, so it's nice that one's a little different, not the traditional button-down, but similar idea.
No, I'm loving that style. It's very different.
Should we do our home decor segment?
Yes, I'm sorry. Let me get that up here. So there we go. Oh, we clicked it at the same time.
There we go. Okay, thrifted home decor. Nate, do you want to, or Mindy, you should go first.
Yeah.
Okay. I had something really random come in yesterday. I was like, what can I do for home decor? I don't know. I was at a loss. So I had something come in yesterday, and I'll just show off part of it. Oh, it's heavy. I have a winemaking kit. And I was like, it just came in. This is the jug. I tried to get the paper towel stopper got stuck in the bottom. It is what it is. But this is a beautiful jug. And if you didn't want to use it for winemaking, I mean, how many possibilities could you do? I'm thinking of like 10 different things that I could do with this in art making wine.
Yeah.
But I do actually have the whole kit to make wine. It just came in. So you never know what you're going to get at the thrift store. You never know what you're going to see. And I'm loving that giant jug.
I would take it and put like dried flowers in it or something like really big stalks of and like wheat or something like that just for decoration. I think that would be cool. Or you could
and I usually go over the top with everything. I'm extra everything. So I was thinking something along that lines, like fill it with some dried flowers or organic tidbits, but then also layer it in with like twinkle lights. And you can change it up for every season. How fun would that be?
I was thinking twinkle lights. Jason in the chat was thinking moonshine. So, lots of options.
A little different, but,
Moonshine and twinkle lights. What could go wrong?
Angela says using it for change, but don't drop it. That sounds like a disaster in the making.
You might not be able to pick it up. I saw Jason wanted to make moonshine.
Yeah.
And so Sherry says she loves a blouse on the mannequin. So that everything is for sale. So
that side.
If you're interested in it, we're going to do a live thrift a little bit later, but
I think that's the same one that caught my eye. I was also wondering if it's a dress or a blouse. just like Sherry was asking. So we'll have to show that to us in a little bit.
Yeah, I could show off mannequins whenever you're ready to.
We'll get back to it just so
Yeah,
we can keep
we can wrap back around.
I'm dying to hear more about it. Okay, Nadine.
Yes, I have this awesome quilt. This is the other side of it, but it is huge. It's actually, and the dimensions were there, but I did not, can you see?
Mm-hmm.
So I did not think I was going to win it. I put a bid in on Shop Goodwill late at night, and it was $16.99 plus shipping. So, and I won it on the first bid. I was shocked because I thought it was up really high. So my intention was to resell it because I think I could get quite a bit for it. It is, gorgeous.
It's handmade or is it commercially made?
No, it's handmade. It's all handmade.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it's definitely handmade, but you can tell by the stitching on the other side. It's not perfect, but it is all handmade. So but it's like a full size, it actually fits on my queen bed. So I kind of think now that I'm going to end up keeping it, but that was a crazy deal from Shop Goodwill.
Yeah, that is a steal. I mean, just the fabric alone for that, like that back piece of fabric would have been more than you paid for it, probably.
So, yeah, it was just one of those crazy things. It does have some stains on it. Maybe that's why they started it lower. But I think I might actually be able to get some of them out with OxyClean, and it's nothing major. It wouldn't even be a deal breaker if I sold it. It's got like just a couple, or something was spilled on it, but it's nothing.
You should be able to launder that in your regular washing machine.
That's what I'm thinking. I could just throw some Oxy in it, and I think it'll come out well. So this was a fantastic find from shopgoodwill.com.
I'm jealous. I'm
super jealous. I love that. I was going to say, if you're going to sell that, talk to me first.
Well, I might. I just haven't decided yet. I'm kind of, now that I got it, I'm like, I don't know if I can part with it because it actually fits on my bed. Like they had the dimensions in it, but I wasn't paying attention to how large it actually is.
Mm-hmm.
It's a really big quilt. So. And it is lovingly made. So
it's amazing.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's so many hours of someone's work. So it's
yes, I do appreciate it. But so you never know. That's a lesson too. When you're looking on Shop Goodwill, that sometimes there are things, and especially if it's later hours, you never know if you're gonna win that first bid. Sometimes you can be surprised. I woke up the next morning shocked that I had actually won it.
I've definitely done it, like bidding. Yeah. Never gonna win this. I don't have to worry.
Yeah, I was like, I'll just put a bid in on it, and then I won it, and I was like, and it wasn't that much to ship. I think I spent like a little over $20, like when all was said and done with the shipping. So
for a bulky item too, that's not bad for shipping.
I think it was maybe like $25 all together with the shipping. So
yeah, that's amazing.
Yep.
Yay. That's a big win.
Yeah, that's a hard one to follow. But this week I reorganized my office a little bit. So I moved this big IKEA piece of furniture, which was not thrifted, but it was against one wall, and I moved it to like make a divider in the room. And pretty much everything on it is thrifted, however. So I love it because now it's more of a focal point and easier to access everything from both sides. And I've shown you guys on the show a lot of the different things that are on here. So you might recognize them, like this tin, that one that I bought in Poland. Almost all of the books are thrifted. At least half the yarn here is thrifted. A lot of the like journals and albums and stuff that I guess are right behind me, so you can't really see them. They're thrifted. So it's just kind of a nice upgrade to my space to have a place that I can better show off all of my thrifted treasures, and I'm really excited about it.
Very cool. And we have a couple of housekeeping announcements. So I've been advertising this every week, but I am a graphic designer, and I am offering special packages for online sellers. I have 3 basic price points, but I can customize. I can do a la carte. I can do other things too. I can do pretty much anything that you're looking for. Because I am a professional designer, and I am doing this. These prices are going to be just through the end of the year, and then I will have to raise the prices. But so if you're interested, let me know. I am NS Designs or at N Shearstone Designs on Facebook. And, I'm all over the place. So just, get in touch with me, send me a PM or a message on my Facebook page, and we'll talk about your design needs. So, and next week, we want to say happy Thanksgiving. We do not have a show next week. We are taking a week off just to spend some time with our families and whatnot. But have a happy and safe Thanksgiving. I hope, those of you that, I'm sure you're going to keep your gatherings smaller and everything, as we talked about on our show last week. But I hope it's still a good Thanksgiving. And so just remember, we will not be doing a show next week. However, the following week, on the 4th of December, we will be doing at 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific, a show all about fabric. And that was, I forget who had made that suggestion in the chat, but one of our viewers actually asked if we would do a show about fabric, and we realized that we didn't yet. So we both love to thrift and sell fabric. So we'll be talking about the different types of fabric, fiber content, how to measure it, how, and some bolos and stuff like that. So.
Yeah. And as always, the right keywords to use and how to photograph it, stuff like that. So you can have the best listings possible.
Absolutely.
I'm super excited about that.
Yes. And
Awesome.
It's time to dive in to our guest of honor. So Mindi, I know you mentioned a little bit about yourself earlier, but we would love to hear your whole story. So how did you start thrifting? What is your thrifting origin story, as I like to call it? And I'm going to put you up on the big screen there.
Okay. Hi. Again, I'm going to say thank you for inviting me into your show. I'm really excited. I'm a little bit nervous, but yeah, so I've always been into secondhand and thrifting, and it's just in sustainability. It's always been I physically cannot go into a mall and pay even a clearance price most of the time for a value item when I know that there's probably a better option out there somewhere at a thrift store. So that's in my blood. That's the way I was raised. That's how I am. I got my first job at 15 and I wanted to make that money spread out as much as I could. So I've always been into thrifting and vintage clothing. And I am glad that I don't have any pictures of what I used to wear in high school to show you, because but it was fun playing with fashion. Definitely got to learn my own style that way and not break the bank doing it. So that was awesome. So I've always been into thrifting, and I'm going to give a couple shout outs here, because when I started thrifting and going out and finding different stores in my area of Grand Rapids, there were two main stores that really helped shape my thrifting style and my dress style and all that. And that was a scavenger hunt, which is not in existence anymore, but it was owned by Perry Olson, who owns the Flashback in Grand Rapids, Flashback Vintage. Yes, that's the one right there. That's her Facebook page. And I'm thinking she does have an Instagram too, and I forgot to give it to you, but I think the link is on her page to her Instagram as well. So Perry Olson at Flashback. She definitely, I met her when I was maybe 15, 16 years old, started becoming a very regular shopper at her store. And I actually even worked for her at one point in time for a while. And she's such an amazing person. And she gives a lot back to the community as well. She's very helpful, kind soul, and she has awesome style. So she's actually right down. She's 3 blocks from my store right now, and she helped me find this location. So go Perry, she is awesome. Make sure you follow her on Facebook and Instagram too. Sorry I didn't get that link to you earlier, but maybe I can post it in the comments or something after the show. The other person that really helped me figure out who I was and everything when I was a teenager and whatnot, was Tim from Captain Bizarro's Treasure World. Now, back in the day, if you're an old school Grand Rapidian like I am, it was called One Man's Junk. And he recently changed the name to Captain Bizarro's within the last 10 years. He's been in that location for quite some time, but over the last however many decades, he's been up and down Leonard in several different store locations. And he has a very eclectic with lots of tiki stuff and vintage things and all kinds of fun knickknacks, huge record collection and vintage band tees. I actually, well, Perry and Tim both have lots of good vintage band tees, but both those shops are awesome. And I'm so blessed to be able to have a store kind of right in between the middle of them in the same mile stretch of Leonard. So we have our kind of little group here, and it's amazing to be able to be kind of playing with the big league in Grand Rapids. So I'm very, very blessed to do that with them, and I love it. And I love thrifting, and I'll never stop ever.
So Becky Joyce says that she grew up in Muskegon. Is that how you pronounce it?
Yeah, that's less than an hour away. Yeah, close.
Cool. I do not know the area, but obviously some of our viewers do. And I don't think I've ever been to Michigan. I've really, really wanted to visit Detroit. So I'm going to have to add Grand Rapids to the list of.
Yeah, definitely. So Detroit's on the east side. We're on the west side. Muskegon is going to be right on Lake Michigan. And we're about 45 minutes closest to the beach. So I could drive to the beach Sunset every day if I wanted to.
That's a nice perk. So how did you start running a thrift store?
Okay, so my stepmom actually opened this mission store with her mother and a couple other ladies in 2000. So this has been a nonprofit mission store for 20 years now, and that's an amazing feat. So when she was ready to retire, she knew my love of thrifting, and I was actually just going through a career shift. So she messaged me and she said, "Hey, I know that you are in a turning point in your life right now, and hey, so am I. I'm going to retire. How would you like to take over managing the thrift store?" And I said, "That would be amazing." So it was kind of interesting. I'll keep it short here, but she was actually operating it out of Georgia where my dad had taken a job. So I took some time off, went down to Georgia, packed up her store, brought it up here, found a location, thanks to Perry for helping me with that. And we were able to get this store completely moved up and running within 6 weeks.
Wow.
That is incredible.
There was about 2 months planning time, but once the ball started rolling, it was 6 weeks. We were open 14 days after getting the keys. I don't think I slept at all.
Wow. We did a whole episode about moving as a reseller and how to move your inventory and stuff. And I feel like we both cut ourselves a lot of slack. We're not expecting a whole lot of high volume sales for a couple weeks while we're in the middle of moving. But I would not expect that a whole store could get picked up halfway across the country in 2 weeks.
A caravan of 2 25-foot rented trucks and a truck and a small trailer. We caravanned it up here and we made it in 2 days driving time. And there were times through the mountains where I was praying that I would make it up that next hill with a way overloaded truck that I will not tell you the brand name of. I'm flooring it going 45 to say, "Please make it up this hill, please." We made it up all the hills.
Clearly, it all worked out.
And I was blessed with a good community too. I was able to start some social media profiles ahead of time. I rallied the community. We had a bunch of volunteer staff. I found a really good handyman right here in the neighborhood, and he was here for a week or more the whole time, installing the racks and ripping out the old fixtures. We were able to utilize, we didn't have to do a ton of remodeling, so that was good. Yeah, so it went fairly seamless. It wasn't without its bouts of crying and whatnot and late nights, but it was all worth it. And we are still forever maybe I want to move it this way, maybe I want to rearrange it that way. So about every 8 to 12 months, I rearrange the whole store just for fun. Yeah, we call it fun.
I mean, I think for us and probably anyone watching this, that sounds like a lot of fun. So.
Oh yeah.
It is. It's so much fun, and the sweat and tears are definitely worth it. It definitely pays off. This is the best thing that I think I've, aside from my lovely daughter, this is the best thing that I've done in my life.
Wow, that's
So,
beautiful.
shout out to Anna. Hi, babe. I think she's watching because she's 10, so she loves YouTube.
Aw. And they, was it your son and a few of his friends are in the chat last week, I think?
Yes, they were. Yes, they made a little. Yes, I had my son and two of his friends were. They kind of
drop some comments in the chat.
Yeah.
So, Mindi, you've already said a little about how close knit the thrifting community is on your street in Grand Rapids, and it just sounds like the whole community mindedness of your area is so great. So, what are some of the other ways that you connect with your community and give back? I know you do a lot for different local charities and stuff.
Yeah, sure. Okay, so one of the things about my stepmom's store was linked to another mission that I don't have close connections with. So that was one of the things I said, well, when I take over the store, if I'm going to want to make sure that I can change the charity about, which is, and she agreed, and that is keeping everything local and helping my own community. So we work with several local nonprofit organizations in the area to get back to and to work with. So there's Westtown Jubilee Housing. That is our named mission. They are a local housing community that helps with homelessness and to build homesteaders from renters. They take families in that wouldn't otherwise be able to get a home loan. They kind of rehab a house with this family, and then they live in the house while they're paying rent in the house. They're going through a financial course that's 24 months or so, and then once they graduate from the course, they can take all of that rent money and it gets turned into a down payment on a house that they now own. And they try to do one every year. And they also have low-income apartments and whatnot, on a lot located on Grand Rapids West Side. So they're a great organization, and we work with them every year. We also work with a local food pantry, the Northwest Food Pantry. There it is. I work with the manager there, and they hand out clothing vouchers to people that are in need of, clothing and home goods and stuff like that. And then they can come into my store with that clothing voucher, and they can get $20 worth of goods, whether that's with just clothing, or if they needed a toaster or a microwave, if we happen to have one that day or something, they can use their voucher pretty much towards anything in the store.
Nice. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Great.
Yeah, and then another one that we work, and that's right down the street as well. And then another one that we work with is Oasis of Hope, and that helps provide medical assistance to low-income people in the neighborhood who may not even have health insurance. So, and they have some counselors as well, which is really nice.
Oh, okay. Nice. And then
so they give out some clothing. They give clothing vouchers out for us.
Oh, okay, that's nice. I love their name, Mosh Pit Rescue. That's so cool.
Yeah, Mosh Pit Rescue is another organization that I'm close with. I'm an animal lover. We have a shop cat here. His name is Drogan.
Oh my gosh! Any chance to get a cameo?
No, he's not here today. He's in half retirement due to the pandemic in the spring. When we closed down, we turned the heat off. So he came home with me for the spring and summer. And we have had unseasonably warm weather this week. So I was going to start bringing him back, but he's like, nah, I want to go outside and play. So he's playing out outside today. So we won't get a cameo of him. But he does have a Facebook group. It's linked to my Facebook or to the store's Facebook page. It's called Drug in the Shop Cat. You can also search hashtag Drug in the Shop Cat on Instagram and find pictures of him there. In the group page, I do put updates so that everybody who loves him and can't pet him right now can go and see pictures of him and his little adoptive sister, Willow. She's
Is there a link to him here?
Well, okay, so I did for Mosh Pit Rescue, we are sponsoring the adoption fee of a cat called, her name is Autumn. So that I did post in the Drug in the Shop Cat group. So if you're on the Helping Hands page, you can scroll down for that link for Autumn and then click into there, and it'll take you to the Drogan page.
Where is
that?
I
posted 4 things this morning.
Wait, is it on here where I am?
It's in there somewhere.
Okay. Well,
No, I don't think I think you might have passed it.
No,
no.
see if we can
Well,
pull it up. Nate, do you
yeah.
want to keep looking for it and we can
We'll find it.
Yeah, that's fine. And then, but this is the charity that you were talking about. So
That is the charity that I was talking about. Yeah, we're sponsoring a black cat because Drogan is black. So he approved for us to be able to. I asked him. We had a staff meeting about this. He said, if you're going to sponsor the adoption of a cat at Mosh Pit Rescue, first of all, that's a pit bull rescue. So what are you doing? Well, they actually came upon a lot of. They're not just a pit bull rescue. They sponsor they have everything from cats to rabbits. I think they've even had a couple of other things, furry critters and maybe not furry critters over the years. When they initially started up, they were for male pit bulls that usually don't get adopted. So that's how they started, but they branched out into cats as well. They and they have a lot of cats from a big rescue that they took on over the summer. And Autumn is one of the last kittens from one of the pregnant moms that needs to get a home. So yeah, so check her out. She's black. She's a little white spot right here. She's super adorable. I want to adopt her. Drogan said no, but we can sponsor her adoption. So whoever gets approved to adopt Autumn will not have to pay an adoption fee because Helping Hands is going to pay for that.
That's very cool.
Mm-hmm.
So you have been doing some live thrifting for your customers during the pandemic, and I think that's just the coolest thing ever. So I would love to hear you talk about how you came up with the idea and how it's been going, and kind of walk us through what your methods are.
Sure. Okay. So about a year and a half ago, we actually started to do streaming shows on Facebook. We do a Thrifty Thursday live video every Thursday at 7 o'clock Eastern time. And you'll see me standing here with this setup behind me and with a rack of clothes here. And I'll just grab one. That's right here. So I'll grab this, and it has like a number on it. And if you want this item, you comment the number. I'll talk to you about it a little bit. And then, of course, the number is backwards for you. When I do Facebook Live, the camera's turned around, so I needed to get backward tags. But you'll comment the number, and then if you're the first one to comment it, you get this item. And I do that show every Thursday. And so it just kind of came from that. I was like, well, if I do these thrifty live videos for lots of people, I can do a video chat with one person. And I have a little mobile rack on wheels and a little cell phone holder. So I just hook my cell phone up and we do a video chat, and I just wheel you around the store and you tell me what you want to see and we shop for it. And as you say, yes, I want this, I put it on my little rack and we move on. And at the end of the day, I go up to the cash register or I send you a PayPal invoice.
It's such a nice service to offer, not only because during this pandemic, I know it's affected every brick and mortar business. So it's helping you to stay afloat, I'm sure. Right. But it's also great for people like myself and Lola. We both have health issues, underlying health conditions. So we really, especially now with the numbers upticking, I am not going anywhere. So, even though I miss thrifting and I would love to in-person thrift, I just can't right now because we can't risk it. So it's such a nice service to offer.
Yeah, and the other thing I saw, there was a lot of more online shopping, and that's so impersonal. And me having, this customer service background for 20 plus years, and I just, there is something to be said about personal service. And I don't think that, for someone who can't go out or shouldn't go out, especially for those who cannot leave their house, that's not an excuse to have to lose out on personal service. So
that's great philosophy. And I love the idea because, we had a little preview before we started the show, and it actually felt to me like I was in a thrift store shopping. I got that rush of like, oh my gosh, I miss thrifting. And it made me feel like
that.
Yeah. So, and it's been so long, I can't go out and thrift in a store right now. So that is really nice to offer. And so I know the numbers in Michigan are spiraling. Can you talk about how it's impacted your business? Are you still open? Are you taking the in-person precautions? I know on your page, on your website, you have a message about it. So I know you are, but if you can talk about that a little bit.
Sure. Yeah, and now you're triggering. I have to go and change my hours on the website, and I don't know. Okay, so I want mental note for later. I have to change my hours again. So
this
yeah,
is
when
your
the
website.
shutdown happened, we were closed. Everyone had to shut down. When
Right.
it was safe to open, and we did do, it was okay for us to do, well, at some point it became okay for us to start offering curbside service.
Okay.
So that was amazing. It was something, it was something going out the doors. It was service. So that's when I really was amping up the personal shopping things and whatnot. We had a couple other tricks too. But when we opened again, I was like, okay, well, I live in a multi-generational house. My mother is 71 years old. Sorry, Mom, I just told everybody how old you are. And I have a 10-year-old. So, and I work here. So, I'm not without a fair amount of exposure. So, we keep it as safe as we possibly can here. But not wanting to be out in public is very, very often, we have a strict mask enforcement in the store.
I see that you have it on your website and all. Yeah.
Yeah, I actually made a physical barrier around myself because I am out on the shopping floor right now and we are open, but I made a physical barrier around myself so I don't have to mask right now. But once we go out shopping, I will have to put a mask on because we are open. But I limited our hours severely. We were only open 18 hours a week all spring and summer. Now we've cut it down even less than that because we are having another surge in cases, and Kent County is super high. Hi, love. How are you? I can't help myself. And the more to come. I mean, we just had a big announcement from our governor over the weekend, and I decided, okay, we're not going to do anything super drastic right now. We're going to reduce our hours for this week. We will be closed most of Thanksgiving week. And then we're going to open up again so I won't be open after today. We close at 5. I won't be open again until Saturday for Small Business Saturday. We're going to have a big sale, and I'm going to limit how many people can come in the store at one time.
Yeah.
So there's that. But pretty much everybody is doing a good job of, respecting the limitations and the restrictions. I haven't seen, it's good and it's bad. I haven't seen a lot of foot traffic in the store this week, which means people are staying home to be safe and healthy and all of that, which is great. Our numbers are down, but you just have to plan for that and make it happen. So the personal shopping is going to go up, and we're going to keep being progressive and changing what we need to change to make it happen.
That's great. It's wonderful that you're, doing all of that for, to keep yourself and your shoppers safe. So, are there, are there any finds, like, do you have any stories, any top finds that customers have bought, or any particular stories of how people have benefited from your services?
Yeah, definitely. I think I saw when we were talking earlier, you had a picture of those fringe jeans on my Instagram page.
Yeah, I can pull them up. Yeah.
Yeah. So my friend Florian lives in Texas, and I had just done recently a personal video shop with her, and she found this great dress. And well, I actually showed it to her. She was buying some other things. She did not need this dress, by the way. But I looked at it and I was like, this would fit you and you would look amazing in it. So there is a post somewhere in there where she's wearing this awesome purple dress that fit her perfectly. And she tagged my store in it, and it's amazing. And then the next time she shopped with me, when I posted those fringe jeans, she said, my inner Texan is screaming for me to have those jeans. So I don't even think they were online for an hour, and they sold.
Is it in here in one of your photos?
Is that her?
Yeah, right there. That purple.
That dress.
Oh, wow.
Her.
That's a great dress, isn't it?
Yeah, wow.
So she wanted some leggings for her and her cousin, sister, I can't remember what. That's what we were shopping for that day. And I was like, yeah, you also need this. And she was like, you were so right. But then she got those fringe jeans too. And Chlorine, if you're watching, I haven't gotten a fringe jean selfie yet, and I'm a little upset.
So we're jumping ahead a little bit. This is your Instagram page, and you do also sell on here too. So
there's Rogan.
Where's that?
Oh, on the
Go down a little bit. There's Rogan in his lobster costume.
Oh, there he is. Oh, let me bring him up.
So cute.
Oh,
He allows me to dress him in costumes for holidays because he knows all I want is one good picture and then I'll take it off of him. So he's pretty
So
compliant in that, like a
he looks
dog.
a little like, okay, it's time now, like
Yeah, he side eyes me, but he lets me do it.
so cute. Aw.
I don't think any of my cats would let me get this far, even for one photo. So I'm very
Oh, I
impressed.
tried to put a Han Solo vest on my kitten who still has her front claws, and she tried to murder me. So I said, okay, we don't have to do that.
So, do you mind telling us a little bit about the process that you use to sell on Instagram? Because that's something that I've really wanted to branch out into and have not done yet.
Sure. Yeah. So that's another thing that I really I've had an Instagram for a while. Most of it, like up until the beginning of the pandemic, I sold on it a little bit, but most of it I was like advertising what sale we're having that week. I was using it more of a tool to drive people into the store, and for largely it still is like just like not just, but it is a tool to drive people into the store or to our online services. So, but I have been
Aw.
utilizing. Oh yeah, that was his first day back.
Aw, so cute.
Yeah, and he's huge. He's a big, like 14-pound panther. So,
So cute. Yeah, so
but,
I see that you have quite a bit up here on your Instagram. It looks like, and I can see how you advertise. You do it very well because you're advertising items, but you're also putting up, fun content. So
yeah, and like this abstract band T-shirt. I was like, does anybody know who this is? And we figured it out. I can't remember. It is a band T-shirt. But yeah, I just like to start conversation with a lot of things, and I put a selfie of my Billie Eilish Halloween costume up there for fun.
I love it. That's great.
That was fun. That was DIY. But I've been taking advantage of the stories. Those are fun. So if you do like one post, like a general post saying, hey, I'm going to have a story sale at this day, this time, or whatever, and then you put 10, 15 pictures up in your stories for people to click through and shop. That's been getting some good attention. And I have the Instagram link to the store page too. So every time I post a story on the Instagram, it goes to my Facebook, or it goes to the Helping Hands Facebook stories as well.
Which is this picture.
Yeah, like the picture you just had up with all those shirts. I sold, I think I have 2 or 3 of those shirts left, but most of them sold within 24 hours.
Wow.
That's amazing.
Great way to move inventory. Do you think most of the people on your Instagram are local customers who might also come into the brick and mortar store, or do you also find you're creating like an audience beyond Grand Rapids?
It's a little bit of both. I actually sent something to Germany the other day. So, yeah. And well, she's a military spouse. So that was great because I had to deal with customs, but I didn't have to deal with international shipping costs.
Right.
So it was a PO box in Germany, but because it was military, I only had to pay a decently sized package. So, yay.
So I'm sure everyone who's watching is probably itching to do a little bit of virtual thrifting right now. Would you mind like showing us some of the items? You have a few that are kind of handpicked behind you, and then maybe we can even go and pick a category in your store and kind of have you help us browse through and see a little bit of your store layout.
Sure. So I just took my cell phone off the charger because it was having some battery. Like, hey. So let me adjust my volumes a second real quick, and I'll put you up on the mobile rack, and we can go around the store.
So excited. And if you're watching and you're in the chat, let us know if you have a favorite part of the thrift store that you would like to see. If you want to see women's clothing, or I know Mindi has like a vintage section, a DIY upcycled section that we got a glimpse of earlier. That was really fun.
There's a boutique section where everything is new with tags. Yeah, she's got it's a big store. She's 3,000 square feet. I was surprised. I wasn't expecting that when we saw the preview. I was like, wow, that's a lot of room there. And yeah, she's got a decent size
spend
store.
a lot of time in Mindy's shop, I think.
If we maybe someday we'll road trip it. If we were in her store, we'd probably spend the whole day there, right?
Oh yeah, easily. Okay. Oh, Mindy, I think you have to unmute your second camera.
Okay, how about now?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay.
So,
Cool.
do you want to put her in the big?
Well, first of all, did anybody have any questions about the stuff back here?
I know there was a question about that beautiful dress. Is that a dress or a blouse and a skirt?
Was it this one here?
Mm-hmm.
This is a J. Crew sweater, and it's an extra small.
Oh, it's a sweater.
Ooh, oh, I love that.
Oh.
Yeah. So that's it's going to be a $6 sweater. Normally, this would be an $8 sweater, but the reason, because of the brand, the reason why it's a $6 sweater is a tiny little pinhole in the collar, just through the first layer. But you can hide that very easily with a necklace. It's a beautiful sweater, and it is it's J. Crew, and it's an extra small.
I love that you have it styled. You're good with the mannequins. Yeah.
I try.
That's perfect for like a holiday outfit. It's like, looks so great. If someone who's watching this right now, or even if they're watching the replay and see something that they want to contact you about, what's the best way to do that?
Okay. You can hit me up through the Instagram Messenger or the Facebook Messenger. Both those go directly to me. Or you can call the store. I think you guys have the phone number up there. It's 616-228-8669. That's the store phone number. For video, shopping appointments, we can do it through Instagram, or I can set up a Zoom, or we can do it through Messenger video.
Okay. So we'll put this up at the end again, like we normally do, but just, for now, in case anyone wants to jump on grabbing something.
Yep. And I can even do for the technologically challenged, some people I know, names will not be named. I offer curbside service as well. So you can come up, you can pull up, you can tell me what you want to see.
Yeah.
I have no problems grabbing a few things.
If you're in that area,
if you're in the area and you cannot figure out how to do a video chat, or you just hate doing them and you want to actually see the fibers, that's fine. I'll hold stuff up to your car window. I have no problem with that. Like I said, I'm all about personalized service. So nice. Yes. I'm going to try to adjust this. Okay. So I'm going to put my mask on. Well, Erica, do we have customers right now? No. Oh, well, I'm not going to put my mask on. Will you let me know if someone comes in? Yeah. Okay, cool. I'll just hang it up here. What would we like to see first?
Okay, well, let's see. Angelique in the chat says any department is good. I personally would love to see the vintage rack, so maybe we can go there.
Yeah. Vintage rack? Okay.
Let's go to vintage. This is so fun.
It's so fun.
Pardon the shaky floor.
We're finally thrifting together, Lola.
I know. It's been so long.
Here, I'll let you guys see the thrift store, not my face. Let's start with my front rack. So this is what you're gonna see. Oh, it's actually outside. Okay, well if I lose the internet connection, we'll have to come back in. But we're gonna let me know if the traffic gets too loud, because the first rack I wanted to show you is actually outside.
Oh, okay.
So we're outside. And there's a beautiful vintage rack. Can you see it?
I can, yeah.
Okay.
You're good.
Hold on, I had a pop.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
So,
we're losing.
Oh, no, I think we're losing the internet.
I think you're going to have to go back in. We're losing.
Go figure, the one rack that I picked in the whole store.
Is the one that's
I try to keep my prices low as possible. So that's only $8. I'm still good, right? Okay.
We lost your video.
We lost you, Mindy.
One more thing out here, and then we'll go ahead because there's loud trucks.
I don't think you can hear us.
And it's by Joanna Plus. It's a size 24.
Can you hear us, Mindy?
No, I can't hear you. I'm bringing you back in.
Okay, yeah, because we lost you.
Way too loud.
We lost you completely.
Oh, did you lose me?
Yeah,
Yeah, sorry.
you.
Okay. Well,
I was saying, of course, the one rack in the whole store. See if I add her back. Let's see.
is this better?
Where?
Am
Yeah.
I-
Okay, you're back.
Yeah, we lost you. Sorry.
Sorry. Sometimes I get Wi-Fi out there, sometimes I don't. So what I was saying outside is that I try to specialize.
Oh, sorry, Mindy.
We can get her back.
For a second, I'm trying to see if I can bring you back.
All right.
She might have to leave and come back now.
Yeah.
Did you lose me?
You're moving a little bit, but for the most part, we don't have your video.
Okay.
Heather says, at least you froze looking good, though. So.
Oh, good. Okay, let me leave and come back.
Okay. We'll give
Yeah.
you.
Darn. That's okay. She'll just have to stay inside, I guess.
Yeah, but I definitely wish I could browse that vintage rack because just seeing a glimpse of it looked like.
I know. I saw something
kind of stuff we will buy.
and it looks interesting.
And then I love that got a glimpse of the shoe rack, and the first thing I saw were the Dance Go clogs. So
Yeah, good eye, Lola.
I have not lost my touch. I feel like that was a good
I
sign.
love the shoes too, so I want to take another look at those shoes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so much fun.
Yeah.
And she does have, like, she sells housewares and a little bit of everything. There's a small children's section. And she said that she has a small men's section, but she doesn't focus on men's clothing as much because she doesn't sell as much men's clothing. But
Okay.
we got you back. Okay.
How's that? Am I
You're
back?
great.
Yeah, perfect.
Woo, okay.
Just don't go back outside.
Not going back outside. We're going to stay to the back of the store where I have a better signal. Okay. So, I kind of blocked the view of the vintage racks with my fleece rack. So we're going to go where we can actually see the vintage racks.
Okay. Ooh.
That's the prom dress rack. So this, what you're looking at now, if my camera will behave, is a large part of my vintage section. So what I was saying is that I do focus a lot on plus size vintage clothes. So I have a lot of cool vintage in larger sizes, like this jacket.
Nice.
This is by Geist, and it's a size 16, and it's a red, black, and white houndstooth, which is awesome.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, and plus size vintage is harder to find, so that's a nice niche market that you have there. Yeah,
and that's in like excellent condition. There's no like moth holes or anything like that. This
that is
well
cute.
taken care of. And there's pockets, so I automatically love it. Okay, what else can I show you? There's so much cool stuff here. How about some crazy patterns? This is my big.
Love it.
This has shoulder pads. This is actually a 5X.
Wow. But that would be great. Like, I think it would be like something that you could put on Depop and somebody might wear it with a belt, like, you know, like a younger hipster.
Definitely.
You know, like, yeah, like belted, oversized. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
For
Right.
sure. Yeah. And the kids love the kids. I'm so old. The younger generation love the larger clothes so that they can style it.
Exactly. Yeah. That's really in right now. So.
It.
And what are the prices on these items too?
Well, that would be only like I think that had a $6 tag on it.
Wow, so your prices are really reasonable.
Yeah, it's thrift store pricing for the most part. And even when I sell things on Instagram, I mean, there's a few things like I got a brand new pair of never worn steel-toed work boots.
Wow.
I'm gonna put a higher ticket on that.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
But
it's still a good deal though. I mean, you know, that's So
I kind of consider myself an upscale thrift store. So I still try to do thrift store pricing. I mean, I have to be competitive, but I mean, I have a lot of stock, so I don't have to price it that high. How about this cute sweater?
Ooh.
This one does have a little bit of staining on it, but I don't think it's like two little spots. and I think that the sweater is so amazing that it doesn't matter that it has a little staining in
yeah.
it. But normally I wouldn't put out something with stains. But
What
this one
size is that one?
It's Aurora. It's a large, and it's 100% cotton.
Oh, okay. That's cute.
So this would be an $8 sweater.
Okay.
But because it has a staining, I would go a little less on that.
Okay.
I have another
keep
really
that
cool.
in mind. I'm trying. I might have to keep that sweater in mind for later.
I'll put it on the rack. There, it's on the rack.
Okay.
I have this Mindi. I get a lot of Mindi brand. It's from Germany. It says it's a 38. I'm gonna go with them. I don't know that sizing. I'm gonna go with medium to large.
That's a great pop piece too. That would be great for
so cute.
Yeah.
Vibrant colors, but it's still warm enough to wear right now. Who says you have to wear dark neutral colors in the fall? You don't.
Oh yeah. I love colors.
So, is there anything specific that you wanted to see in the vintage section?
I'm so starved for thrifting that I will look at everything.
You want to see everything on the rack? This is going to not be an hour-long show.
Well, I guess if you can pull out some of the fun.
Yeah, anything that you think are the gems that you want to share.
Oh, that's fun.
How about this? Super fun.
So 90s, right?
Shake Low. It's from the Grand Cayman Islands. Parrots Landing, maybe? Grand Cayman's
okay.
water sports park is what it says on the back.
That is fun.
Yeah.
Oh.
All these bright colors. Just everywhere. Splatter. It's not a splatter paint. I don't know what this
looks like
is.
Puffy paint. Is it puffy?
It's not. It's a vinyl print.
That is crazy.
It's really interesting. I've never seen something like it's like puffy paint, but it looks like more like screen printed or something. I'm not sure.
Not puffy paint, right? And it looks like splatters from afar, but then when you look at it close, it's the same like repeated pattern. I don't know what that shape means. It has something to do with that water park, I'm sure.
Wow.
But it's just that same shape over and over in all the different colors. And this shirt is amazing. I had it. I can't believe it says on this yet because I had it in the window this summer. And now it's on the rack. But whatever. Like I said, we're going through strange times right now, so you never know. Right? Let me see. I'll show you one more thing from here, and then we can go to another section. These denim like teacher dresses are really hot right now, and they keep flying off my racks.
Oh yeah.
Especially when they have a little bit of like the embroidery on it.
That's right. Cottage core.
I was just gonna say that, Lola. Yes.
A couple episodes ago, yeah.
Yeah, I love this one with the little blue flowers on it. And it's nice and long, but it's not too long, and it has a little slit up the side. So I wouldn't say that this is necessarily a modest dress, but it's almost there, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you wear it with leggings or something, depending on, or a cardigan.
Definitely.
Your arms.
Definitely.
We have a request from Jason. Do you have a music section? Do you sell CDs or?
I do.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
I have CDs. I have vinyl. I have cassette tapes.
Okay. So Jason, would you like to? I guess I would assume that's a yes. So he would like to go to
the vinyl.
I told Jason he needed to come down and visit me. We had a tiki bar, but he said that there were tiki bars in Detroit too. And I said, hey, Grand Rapids isn't chopped liver. But unfortunately, our tiki bar just filed for Chapter 11.
Oh, no.
I know, and I never got to go.
That's a bummer. So it's happening to too many small businesses.
Hi, Packie. Yeah. I'm on a live video. Do you want to come say hi? I'll plug your restaurant. Okay, so if y'all are ever in Grand Rapids, you need to, if you come shopping with me, you need to go check out the Chicago Euro down Leonard because it is the best Greek food ever. So my friend Packie just came in. Do you want to say hi? Yeah. On the video? Okay, we're live on YouTube. Say hi to YouTube.
Hi, how are you guys doing?
Hi.
Hey.
We're gonna look at CDs.
Okay,
Okay.
thank you.
You shop. This is what happens when you shop, when you do a show when you're open.
Yes, of course.
I don't really know. What do we want to look at? Let me see if I can.
Oh, well, okay. Jason says that the tiki bar is not closed yet, so you should go.
It is not closed yet. I should, yeah, but well, it is closed
Oh,
because
because our bar's
restaurants are
shut down.
closed for in-person dining, so I can't go.
Yeah.
But you can take takeout.
I could do takeout at the tiki bar. That wouldn't really make sense to go to a tiki bar for takeout, though.
One of
But
our
don't
local-
worry, I'll do takeout at the Greek place.
Okay.
I'll do takeout at Chicago Euro all the time.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
What? I don't know what you want to see, Jason.
What do you want her to go through the? I guess if you could just flip through the CD titles, maybe he'll see something that.
Okay.
Yeah, and then Angela says a can of any shelves of stuff.
It's not organized like at all.
That's okay. If you can,
We have Blue Magic, Greatest Hits, El Giroux, Carlos Mencia, D Jazz, Foreplay, Between the Sheets, oh jeez, Angela, Winebush, Uncle
grab
Festive.
a handful, he said.
Yeah, all right.
Can you grab a handful and just kind of show them up to the camera?
Yeah, okay, here. There we go. I have Grover Washington Jr., Dave Cause. How's the glare? There we go. Chris Body. David Benoit. Oh geez. French name? This looks Maze featuring Frankie Beverly. That Attitude by David Patterson. Uncle Festive, The Paper and the Dog. I think I have 2 of these.
Ooh.
And yep, that Washington Garber again. I'll tell you, I did have a bunch of like
A lot of smooth jazz, he said.
that was a handful of smooth jazz. I had a whole bunch of like industrial rock music, but that got picked over really well.
That went fast. That's funny.
Yeah, I went fast. Simply Red by the Stars. I have some Boys to Men. Cooley High Harmony. Mad Cobra. Fear of Success. Seal. Some Seal. Phoebe Snow, Something Real. A&M Records, the best of Aaron Neville.
Oh, okay. Aaron Neville.
Bobby Caldwell, and When We Were Kings.
I don't think I know any of this music at
I
all.
don't either. Yeah.
I know them all.
I like how Jason's probably like, yep.
Yeah. I'd be more than happy to go through every single CD title I have with you, Jason, on a personal call. Anytime.
That sounds
How
fun.
about some records?
Yeah, let's look at the
Yeah.
vinyl.
And
so, a while ago, my records are actually organized. So, name a genre. A while ago, my college donated their library. They got rid of their vinyl library. So, I got those. That was amazing. I sold a lot of that. But I had instructional stuff. I had like how to learn a different language in vinyl. I had like poetry collections in vinyl and like how to play instruments. It was crazy. Yeah, here, piano, organ, instrumental, ballroom, square dance, polka, kids, opera, collections.
Oh,
That's my vinyl right
nice.
there. And it goes all over there.
Wow.
Quite a collection.
I had some Kenny Rogers.
Oh, wow. She's got a lot there. Yeah, I think Jason said let's do it. I think he wants to do a personal
Yeah, okay. So Jason,
music.
go ahead and shoot me a message. You already have my personal Facebook page. So yeah. I have lots of really crazy, weird stuff. How about some web pierce, anyone?
Nice sweater he's got on there.
That sweater is awesome. I even have a whole Christmas section. Here's one. Stereo Christmas carols.
So fun. I always love thrifting a couple Christmas records around the holidays every year. They have such good art on the cover, on the album covers.
I know. I love the album covers. So cool.
Mm-hmm.
Reveal Christmas anew.
So cool.
So yeah, I'd be happy to do a personal music shopping session with anybody who's interested. I have, let me see, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I have 12 different stacks of
wow.
vinyl.
Yeah, so I think Jason's very, very interested in doing that.
All sitting upright, and I just have to show you this cute Peter Cottontail from my kids' session.
Adorable.
It was falling, and I decided to save it before.
That would be so cute to like frame for a nursery, like a kid's nursery.
Yeah, that would. Yes, you're right.
Oh, definitely do like just the wall art. Because look at this. There was one more. This was behind the Peter Cottontail. How about this? How cute would this be in like a preschool or a kindergarten classroom?
Yeah.
On the wall behind a virtual kindergarten teacher.
That's
I could totally. Yeah.
Yeah. So like my friend, I have a friend who's a virtual kindergarten teacher. I'm like, how's that going? She says it's a 3-ring circus, but it's going.
Seriously, God bless all the teachers who are teaching virtually right now. It cannot.
Yes. Some of the things that I hear, them say on a daily basis are,
You want to see some tapes?
So I think I know Angelique wanted to see just some of the hard goods shelves, and then we would probably close up and do our ending segments. But like you said, everyone could do a personal shopping appointment with you, right? So
yeah, I think I might have to do that with you.
I'm thinking I might have to do it too.
Yeah, definitely set up a personal shopping video with me anytime. I have most of the week available next week because we will be closed. So I'll have all sorts of virtual appointments ready. So I touched on these couple of coffee mugs that we had earlier. So we'll start with this one. This utterly amazing coffee mug.
I love it.
That just came in. And it is, I don't want to touch the bottom. I feel creepy. Boston Warehouse Trading Cart.
So fun.
Cute little coffee mug. Okay. So, and then I have this one. These would make great Christmas presents. You can fill them with little candies or whatever, or hot chocolate or coffee packs, whatever. This one says instant human just had coffee. How cute is that?
I like that. That's me.
Yeah, me too. I always have my coffee.
I grabbed this one and I was like, I need this for me.
That's funny.
But my coffee shelf won't accommodate this mug, so it's getting sold. How about this one? With the chain link, like,
that's
handle
cool.
and stuff.
That is cool.
With a
Yeah.
chopper on the.
Oh my
on
God.
the mug.
That's crazy. Yeah, that would be a good gift for somebody who's into that.
It's
yeah.
Orange County Choppers.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That's what it is. It's Orange County Choppers.
Fun.
And I have this cute little gift set, like with Jolly Santa and Is It Too Latte to Be Good? Like, how cute are these? Cute little gift set for anyone.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have a tiny Nova Scotia espresso, I'm guessing. Here.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I love it. It doesn't have any kind of marking on it. It's just novelty from Nova Scotia. Okay.
Ooh.
I have all kinds of weird little tchotchkes, like kittens with roses and a random hat on their back. Like,
now that's also cottage core.
Yeah, that is. Yep.
so cute. Yeah. Or like a swan candle holder, because why not?
That's very sweet.
All kinds of tchotchkes. This one is one of my personal favorites. I got it in the window last year. All these boxes fit inside each other for stacking.
Oh, that's
But
cute.
it's just a little stackable box.
That is cute.
Santa
That is really
display.
cute.
How cute is that? I just love it.
Yeah, you have a lot of Christmas stuff, I see. Yeah.
Yeah, for the first time ever, we got all of our Christmas stuff out of storage and on display in one day.
Wow.
Don't ask me how. Random Santa ornament. That's actually a really cute little ornament.
That's cute.
He has a puppy in the stocking.
Aw.
Every Santa
Yeah.
should have a puppy.
I
Yeah,
love little
that's cute.
Santas. So yeah. Any other requests or?
I guess if you could just skim the shoe section really quick, I'd love to see this.
Sure.
Good call.
And yeah, and anybody like can definitely set it. She's doing live thrifts every Thursday night, but you can also, like she said, schedule an appointment so that you can, if there's a particular section that you want to thrift from, or you know, she'll take you through whatever you want. So
Mindy,
Definitely. Yeah, my live thrifting shows, my Thrifty Thursday live shows are generally focused more towards plus size women, but definitely I can put in anything as long as the requests are made earlier in the week.
do you do
But
some
most of
jewelry?
my requests are by plus size women to show plus size clothing.
Do you also do jewelry?
I do show some jewelry, yep, and I do jewelry, accessories, shoes, boots.
Fun.
very cool.
We're going to be having a coat show pretty soon. I am going to show you one more dress because it caught my eye. I recently donated this, and I donated this only because in the summer I have pink hair, so I can't wear red. So I would never wear this dress.
So fun.
So I donated this awesome red vintage dress.
Oh, I love it.
Oh, that's
Yes.
pretty. That's great
This
for the
geometric
holidays.
shape print.
Great. Oh, that's awesome for this time of year, though.
Mhm.
Like for,
Yeah, it's from Sportables Plus, and it's a 3X, and it has a $14 tag on it, and it's
nice.
a full-length, low-waisted vintage dress, which I'm having a hard time showing the whole thing in this widescreen video, but it's a long dress, and I love that dress, but I can't wear red in the summer.
I love how you
pink and
cater to plus size women, though. Like the vintage plus size, that is a niche that really needs to be filled, because I know, you know, from just you know, when I get plus size vintage, you know, when I find items that they go quickly because there's you know, it's not as plentiful.
Right. Yeah, it's a really big deal for me to be able to have something for everyone here. I mean, I really try to have a little something for everyone here. So yeah, and during the shutdowns, we did actually start purchasing new bulk vintage or new bulk inventory. So now my size range is even bigger. So yeah. I have these cool Sperry's.
Oh, those are cute.
I have both of them. Some Sperry's, little loafers, super cute. Most of the traction is gone, but they're still in really good shape.
Yeah, those are cute.
So that's one of my shoes. What are we looking for? Just you want me to just show you a few?
Yeah.
Here's some yellow 9 West slip-ons. And they're like a mesh.
Oh, those are cute. I like those. Are so
these. Well, if you wear these with like some brightly colored, brightly colored tights.
Oh yeah, those are cute.
I'm happy.
What size are those?
These are. That is an excellent question. They're an 8.
Oh, okay. I have big feet. I'm like a 9.5, 10. So.
Oh well, then you need to shop my shoe closet.
Okay. So
we have these ones that you guys were interested in my little preview walk. These are new dance goes. They still have from the shoe. These are a 40, so these are a 9.
Oh, those would be my size. Yeah.
Those look really nice.
Those are cute.
New dance goes with
Very
the little
nice.
cutout. I can't bear to put them in storage because somebody's gonna need these.
Yeah,
you know, I mean, you might not need them. To be
I
fair,
would leave those out all year on you. Yeah.
November is being weird.
Yeah, definitely. I would leave those out all year. Super cute.
We're starting to get towards boot season. These ones need a little bit of a cleaning, but little brown suede booties. How cute are those?
Oh, those are cute. Yeah.
So versatile for the fall. Yeah.
Oh, I love the heel, the platform heel.
I can't read the name, but they're from LA. But yeah, they need a little scrubbing, but you know, they're definitely not ready to be shown on Depop today, but they could be,
Oh yeah,
you know, without a lot of work. I only have $7 on those, so
super cute.
Oh, fun.
they're an 8.
Okay, those are cute.
Yeah.
I wish they were my size, but they're super cute.
I'm sorry. Well, I do have 2 sides of this shoe rack. I thought those. Oh no, these are 9s. Here, hold on. Wait a minute.
Oh, Angelique is asking if you have any Crocs.
I don't have any Crocs. I do get them in.
Okay, so maybe Angelique might want to check back in a few weeks or so.
I have a cute pair of Croft and Barrow brown clogs that are a 9. Good utility shoe.
Oh yeah,
They're
that's
actually
really
pretty cute. They have this little detail on the side with a nice little brass button.
oh,
with,
those
like,
are cute. Those are cute.
Yeah. Cute little clogs there. Are these boots a 9? They're in the 9 section. They don't look like 9s. I have a size 10, J. Renee.
Okay.
I am not getting this backwards camera thing.
Oh
sorry,
yeah,
guys.
those are so like 80s, 90s. Yeah, they're
Yeah, so crazy. Look
Yeah.
at that square toe.
that's crazy.
They're fun though, right? They have a decent heel on them and it matches the print
So
of the
cute.
shoe. I love that.
Yeah, you have some really great stuff in there. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, those are. Thank you. Yeah, we have a big variety. This store's full. I try to keep it full. So,
Yeah.
Well, I think what I'm
very
going to do,
rewarding work.
anyone in the chat who wants to do this too, I think what I'm going to do is I am going to set up an appointment with you.
Wonderful.
Maybe next week or something, whenever you have some time. And
Yeah,
Sounds
totally.
plan.
yeah, because it's a little it's like overwhelming. There's so much, but you have really
I know
great.
we could do it all day. One of my favorite brands that we work with is City Chic, and we have a bunch of new City Chic. It's a plus size clothing brand from Australia.
Oh,
And,
okay.
I'll just show you this cute little red blazer with zipper pockets. Just
That's
because it
cute.
caught my eye and I wanted to show it to you.
That is
But-
cute. I love it's got like that lining, that striped line. That's so cute.
I love the black and white lining in the back.
Yeah, that is so nice.
This was a $90 blazer, but
Wow.
City Chic blazers are only $14 in the store.
Wow.
Not bad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's pretty nice.
So we'll zoom here this is my little boutique section right here. So everything here is new. That is stuff that we started purchasing for resale. And I still keep the prices low. I don't want to overcharge people.
Yeah.
This is a thrift store. So even when you find the new
That's
item.
great though, because so many times like I go and Goodwill, it's different. It's a bigger, but they do, a lot of, and I don't want to call out one particular store in general, but I see this in a lot of thrift stores where their boutique section gets out of control, where anything new with tags is automatically marked up, like, to a price that is just, you might as well go buy retail at that,
Right.
prices.
Right. Yeah, and I feel like if we're gonna mark it up, and we're still a thrift store, so if we're gonna mark it up, it's gonna be marked up. It's new with tags. I mean, it's not been.
Of course, and that's understandable. But I mean,
Right.
they'll, sometimes I see the prices on them are almost, like the prices that you would just pay, just go to the store and buy it anyway. So
Right.
Yeah.
Like my new jeans are $15.
Oh, see, and I see often there was one thrift store that I went to. I did go when our numbers were lower. I wouldn't go now, but when our numbers were lower, I did. I have been thrifting in one store only of all this time, and they had such a markup. Like it was crazy. Like anything new with tags was automatically. They had a Lily Pulitzer section. Everything started at $25 and up. Anything like. I mean, I was pulling stuff out that was like $80, $90. Like,
Wow.
I maybe have 5 items in my entire store that are more than $25.
yeah. So, and that's intimidating. Like, even as a reseller, or even if I was shopping for myself, like that's a little intimidating. Like, I'm not going to pay those prices. That's just.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And I won't name names, but I do have a few competitors locally that it's quite obvious that they go on eBay and they look and see what they're pricing it for, and then they put it on the floor at that price. I'm like,
Exactly. Yeah. So
number one, the condition isn't even the same as what you just thought you looked up, but
Yeah,
It's
I've seen that too, where
at a
they're dollar
thrift store,
free
they
items
can't
that
do
are marked
that.
higher than $1. Yeah.
Or
So,
the Target closeout items where they have like the clearance price on them still, and it's cheaper than the Goodwill price.
yeah. Yeah. So I like that you do price, fairly, and, but, like you said, with those steel-toed boots, you have to still, take into account, like, and that's still, even if you price those at $100, like, you're still, getting, somebody's getting a good deal, and you're still, you're not
Right.
giving them away, but, you're.
Well, and what ended up, I sold those yesterday, and what ended up happening with that, or 2 days ago, but what ended up happening with those is I originally had a $70 tag on them. And I reduced it to 40 for her because she was buying a lot. But I had reduced the price already to 45.
Wow. So she got a really good deal. Yeah.
Or 48. And
Wow.
I said, look, I'd knocked it down a couple of times. And I said, look, you're buying a bunch of other stuff. I'll put them at 40 and we're good to go. So
Wow,
I
that
sold
was
it for
a great
40
deal.
bucks, but at the end of the day, that sale was 125. So do I care that I marked those shoes down? No, not at all. She was happy. That's what matters.
That's such a great like win-win mentality, which I definitely feel like that sometimes when I'm selling things on eBay or Poshmark and someone makes a good offer, I might be getting more than I hope for, but I know I'm making them happy and I'm happy because I'm making a profit, and
right.
feel like we all win at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, and you will, like, Jennifer says that her town had a thrift store and they started printing eBay comps and taping them to their overpriced items, and they went out of business. And that is a good way to go out of business, especially, in these times when you need to be, it's harder, it's harder for all businesses. So I can understand, it's good that you're competitive like that.
Yeah. I might as well
and the thing is, a lot of places
mark my prices up that, I'll sell you more for less.
Yeah. So that's great.
That was my tactic.
And I'm sure people buy more because of that, right? In the end,
yeah. And you can see my store's full. Yeah. I don't have an inventory problem. So I'm happy to make you happy. Like that's why I'm here. I'm here to do customer service, spread the love, and share with local charities, and do what I can for my community. And if I'm overmarking everything and penny pinching everything, then I'm not helping my community like I could be. So. And it brings me joy to see people finding things that they love for a good price. That's why we do it, right?
Very cool. Thank you so much for this.
Thank you.
And I think, I'll definitely, I'll get with you, sometime maybe next week, and I'll do some thrifting. I'm excited.
Awesome. No, I'm excited. This is going to be great. I love personal shopping. It's so much fun. We're going to have a blast. So, like I said, you guys have my contact info, and you're going to put it up again for people. Mm-hmm. Perfect. Get a hold of me any which way you want to. I am happy to make appointments. And through any of those contacts that you have for me.
Yeah, and we'll pull that up again in a minute. I think we're just going to go through
our end segments. And
I think.
And if anyone has any questions for Mindi while we're wrapping up with our end segments, feel free to throw them in the chat, and maybe we can have Mindi answer a couple questions before we end completely. But I know we're a little over, so definitely don't want to go too over. So on to our market report.
So I've had a few. So this was kind of a dud. I did only pay, I think, $2 for it, but I only sold it for $10 on Poshmark, and with the fees, I'm not making that much, so only made a couple dollars on that. So that was, and it sat forever. So I did take the $10, and I was glad to see it go. I thought because it was Forever 21 plus sized, it would sell better, but no, it really took a while to sell. So that was kind of a dud. These Lily Pulitzer pants, I did take an offer of 24 on. They have a really cute elephant print on them.
Oh,
so elephants and monkeys. Yeah, so I did take, I took 24 on those, and they are shipping out today. So that wasn't too bad. And then this, I got in a box, a reseller's box. I paid $80 for the box, and there were some other fun things in there. Like I got 15 items, and this was the first one I sold. I sold it for $28. I took a best offer, but it was new with tags, just J. Crew. But so that was a good a good sale. And then I think I showed this in our sweater episode, and I actually sold it for $29.99. It did have a couple holes in it, so that's why I had lowered the price more than, like, unfortunately the tag picture. I don't know why my photos in eBay have just been dropping out lately, like missing photos. So I did actually message them the tag, but it was a Scotland Bluenughy of Scotland. It was a Shetland wool sweater, so they got a good deal on it. I showed them the holes, and it was just a couple small holes, so that was not a deal breaker. So, and then so those were my sales. And then we have a question for you. We would love to know what topics you'd like us to discuss on future shows. So if you have any ideas for topics, please let us know. Drop us an email, put a comment on our videos, definitely let us know. And then this is where you can find Mindi. So
and we actually have one question from Jennifer for Mindi, and that is, does Instagram help with your sales? So it sounds like it does, but do you want to say more about that?
Yeah, it's definitely a market that you can use in several different ways. I've used it to try to direct traffic into the store, which definitely helps. And I've also used it to sell individual items. Yeah, it definitely helps. There are crazy rules and algorithms to learn and trends that are constantly moving and changing. So yeah, it's a different world. So definitely do your research and be my best advice to you if you're going to try to sell clothing on Instagram is to be open-minded and stay progressive, because you're going to be constantly changing and evolving in the way that you're going to present your items and your brand. You're basically branding yourself. So
that is great advice.
Really good advice. Great advice.
Thank you.
And take advantage of the story.
So Mindi, this is where. So you can call her at her store if you rather do that. She's that is Mindi. That's your email, right? Mindi at Grand Rapids thrift.org. Her website is there, and I had showed you her website a little bit ago. So that's the website. It's got the directions and all of that on it. Her Facebook is Helping Hands Mission Thrift at Helping Hands Mission Thrift Store. So definitely like her Facebook page and check it out, and also her Instagram.
Definitely.
You can.
And one thing I'll say too, because
MK
so quickly with the pandemic right now, so I may not be changing things on like my Google page or my website as often as I will be changing and updating on my Instagram and my Facebook. So for current hours, services that we provide, definitely shoot me an email, check the website for sure. But for the best up to the minute updates, those are going to be on my Instagram and my Facebook before they're on any other platform. Or shoot me an email or call me.
Yes, and anyone can schedule a private appointment with you as well. You do have is Thursday nights at 7 p.m. You have the virtual thrifting.
Thrifty Thursday.
But if anyone wants to schedule a private appointment, they can.
And I don't do private appointments on Thursday afternoon or Sundays. But any other time.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you're having a small business Saturday live thrift, right?
I'm sorry.
Next Saturday is your next one. On Small Business Saturday, you're doing a live thrift on Saturday instead of Thursday, right?
Right. I'm not going to be doing a live show next week at all. We will be the store will be closed until Saturday. We will be open for Small Business Saturday with a big sale, but I don't anticipate doing a live show between them. I may not, but I will definitely at least be posting items for sale and our online services that we provide. I will be posting about those all week.
Okay.
Very cool.
Good. Support small businesses. Next weekend for it's a Black Friday. Yeah.
Yeah. So definitely, you know, like her Facebook page, her Instagram, follow her, and you know, schedule an appointment with her. She would love to help you thrift.
Oh yeah, well, fun.
And you can find us all over. I finally updated this. We are, I'm mostly Thrifty Nay on everywhere except for eBay, and Lola is Lola Thrifts or Run Lola Run. And we just added Lola's eBay.
eBay store, finally. It's Lo-Fi with 2 dashes.
Yes. And email us. And if you have an idea for an upcoming video, you want to be a future guest or know somebody wonderful like Mindi who can be a future guest on our show, let us know. Any other comments, and we are always taking suggestions. So, and as a reminder, next week I'm going to take that Friday off. So happy Thanksgiving. I hope everyone has a safe and happy holiday. And you can see us the following week on the 4th of December, 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific, for a show all about fabric. So, and we'll probably have Mindi on again. We were just talking about that before. She does some do-it-yourself items like with tie-dyeing and stuff like that. So we were thinking that might be another interesting topic to have her as a guest on in the future. So
thank you again, Mindi. This was so fun. It was so nice to feel like I was in a thrift store again for a little while. So.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah, and we got some nice feedback. So thank you for everyone watching. And yeah, definitely if you're ever in the Grand Rapids area, drop by her store. Of course, you know, we know that it's unusual times now, but once things hopefully get back to normal and you're traveling again, I'm sure she would love to have you drop in.
Yeah,
Thank
definitely.
You.
So happy weekend, everyone.
So, you know, if you can't come, then visit me online.
Exactly. So, all right. So thank you, Mindi, and everyone have a great Thanksgiving, and we'll see you in 2 weeks.
In December. Wow. Bye.
Bye. Happy Thanksgiving.
Bye.